Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Simone, live with Artist Corner, where if you're an artist, we're in your corner. And today we are at Seven Stages Theater in downtown Atlanta, where we are watching the original scene showcase with comedic flair, murder mysteries, and romantic comedy thrown in. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss our exclusive interviews with the cast, up close and personal, and more. Don't miss.
Hello, I'm here at Seven Stages Theater, and we have just finished part of the original showcase. I'm standing in with a fan of the play. And Nigera, how are you enjoying the play so far?
It's great, wonderful, nice skit comedy and live action. I'm loving it.
Out of the scenes that were shown so far tonight, which one was your favorite?
Well, the last scene, husband really stood out, full of action, and you couldn't beat the woman. I mean, really,
Yes, it was.
it was great.
Have you ever had a situation like that in real life? That was something crazy.
I hope I never run across a situation like that, but I can imagine it. But the first scene, that was like more of a realistic type of conversation to have. You trying to get married. I have a friend about to get married now. Do not open up with anything, man. Just keep it hidden.
Can you just tell the audience what the first scene was about? Just give us a little bit of a story on that.
Well, the first scene was about a man and a female and was about to get married, and really they wanted to open up to each other. Well, the female wanted to open up to him and pretty much tell each other secrets. And secrets are always a bad thing sometimes. If it's not exposed, just leave it in the dark. So, some things came out. Pretty much, I don't know. I guess it was going to decide their marriage or whatever, but it didn't get that far. So it was great all over.
Hello, hello. Thank you for keeping it locked with Artist Corner. And we are standing in with Tisha Vance. And she is a fan who came out to see some of the showcase tonight. Tisha, can you talk to us and tell us what you're enjoying about the play so far?
It's funny, it's comical. Their audience participation lets you know that they're getting into it. They're really enjoying the scenes. I enjoyed Splinters, especially because my husband, Marvin Vance, starred in that one. But I will say all of them have been very realistic and very true. I know some people who have experienced all of these things, so it's been really phenomenal.
Wow, that is awesome. I didn't know your husband was acting in one of the scenes.
Absolutely. He's been acting for about 14 years now.
Awesome. And what was his particular screenplay about?
So basically, he had a stalker kind of girlfriend who played games to try to keep him. And, she was going to great lengths and dating and sleeping around with his best friend. And it was just so funny just to see him in that type of role. But when she slapped him, I said to myself, woo! Hold me back. But see, that lets you know that's good acting.
I feel you, girl.
Absolutely.
But I am so happy to hear that you're enjoying yourself. And can you tell us a little bit more about some of the other things that are going on here for the audience?
Well, the second scene was fantastic, where I believe that was about Uncle Bo. And it was so real. I mean, the acting was so fantastic. And the casting, whoever's doing the casting, and picking the folks, it was perfect. It was a perfect look. He definitely looked the part of an older man, and he also looked, the part of a dejected person.
Oh, it's been a little bit of a twister, and I like that they keep you on the edge of your seat.
Never know.
So, thank you so much, Tisha, for
allowing me to come and enjoy this fun, comedic, dramatic series. It's just been perfect. It's been perfect.
Yes, and keep it locked here with more at the play from Artist Corner.
Hey y'all, thank you for keeping it locked here with Artist Corner. I'm your host Simone, and we've just wrapped up an incredible original scene showcase, and I'm here with the CEO of Being Theater Company, Miss Sabrina Norman. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for all that you've done. This lady is amazing. She managed to put on a 10 compelling screenplay, and it just unfolded right before our eyes. So tell us more about your background.
Well, I've been doing theater for over 20 years, and I'm really good at comedy. That's what I prefer. But we did a little of both today. So I have a background in writing. I'm a freelance writer, and I write stories as well as magazine articles, and just about anything you name, I can write.
Amazing. And we watched 10 different stories, and there was romance in there was comedy, there was suspense, and there was even tragedy. How did you come up with the original screenplays and the scripts for all of these?
Just ideas that I get every day. I might write about you tomorrow.
I wonder what that would be. Maybe it would have a twist in it because all of your plays had twists in them. Which would you say was your favorite? I know for me, I really loved Plea Bargain.
It as well. That's why I usually put it at the bottom of the show because it has the biggest twist, and that's what I really really like doing. Is I really like catching the audience off guard, so they don't know what's coming no matter what, even if they try and figure it out. That's what I really.
Not happening, right? That's what we loved, and that's what gripped us as an audience. So, when would you say your aha moment came for writing these scripts, for venturing out into theater?
Wow. Actually, I've been writing since I was a kid. So I guess actually getting into theater came when I was studying under Bea Richards, initially as an actress. And I wasn't as good as acting as I would have liked to have been. And she kindly told me, stick with writing. You will change the world.
So glad that you decided to do that. Share more about your background and what is your education like, and what was your journey from where you worked into theater? Share that with us.
Okay, well, actually, I started off in nursing. I'm actually a nurse because I've always liked, people, and a lot of my stories come from meeting people in that area of my line of work. So I started there and decided that, it's time to move on. And like I said, I've always had a vision for stories and writing. So I just kind of followed my path in that direction and initially began in Los Angeles over 20 years ago doing plays there and moved to Atlanta and just continued. I've always taught acting. I love actors. I love stories and theater. So most of the cast here have had some experience in theater, and the ones that haven't have been taught by me as well during this journey. So it's just been great. It's been fun. I love doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Who would you say was the most interesting or really stood out to you in terms of who you've worked with? Because you had an incredible cast. How did you pick them? How was the selection process?
The selection process was actually tedious. We auditioned probably close to 75 or 80 actors, and I really wanted a mix. I didn't want just a group of professionals. I wanted a mix because I think you get better chemistry and people learn and grow, and so everybody has a different experience that way. So I have some beginners and some intermediate levels and then some professional actors here as well.
Who would you say was your biggest inspiration when it comes to acting?
My biggest inspiration, I'll have to go back to Bea Richards. I just think she was one of, well, I learned from her, so that makes it easier for me to call her definitely my biggest inspiration.
Tell us more about Being Theater Company. How did you found that?
Again, she taught the Being Theater method. She taught the Being method when I was in Los Angeles. I learned it from her, and I really enjoy teaching it as it teaches you more about going with your feelings. I like to say that there are actors and then there are being actors. So it's a method that I picked up from her, and it's catching on, and people are enjoying it, and I love teaching it.
So what would you say you get the most out of?
I really like to see an actress grow from, being frightened to even get on the stage to just blooming and experiences that they have on the stage as they grow. I just think that's so much fun.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. Who in Hollywood would you say is your favorite actress or favorite entertainer?
Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. Favorite entertainer. I just think he's hilarious. I would have to say he's my favorite entertainer. Now, as far as actors and actresses, there are so many. I mean, you got Denzel and Angela Bassett. There are so many. I couldn't even begin to tell you, who I liked. So many in different roles.
They're all great. They're all legendary. Here, I know you've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday lined up for this play, but what other plays and productions do you have in the works?
I have a gospel play that I'm working on now, so that will probably come out um, March or April. I plan on using some of the actors here, but that's the very next project. And I'm also writing my second book on acting, teaching acting, so that'll be available next year as well. And I love doing showcases, so I will absolutely continue to do this. Usually I draw from my class to produce the showcase, but this time I wanted a mix of a little more variety. So yeah.
So give us a shout out. What are your social media handles? How can people keep in touch with you?
www.beingtheater.com is actually the best way to reach us, and of course you can get us on Facebook. We'd love for you to check us out. Come to the classes, come to the showcases and the productions. I guarantee you'll enjoy it. I offer your money back if you don't like our productions.
This has been an exclusive interview with the CEO of Being Theater, Miss Sabrina Norman. I'm your girl, Simone, aka Miss Moni J, and you are tuned into Artist Corner. Thanks. See you next time.